He's there. Dumi wraps things up. The musical sensation, the gospel superstar. But is he a superstar at sports quizzes? That's what we've got for you later on in the show. I am in the studio with the Sunday Times sports editor, Budding Batu Gorgeous, BBK. How are you, BBK? You good?
Dumela Thomas, great to be back with you. Wonderful. Are you fine?
I'm too good. I'm energized. I'm feeling happy about things. But the thing that's a little bit sad and that's taking over the whole world in terms of what's being spoken about is Manchester, the bombing, and its effect on the world of sport and how it's affecting sportsmen.
And you also know that Manchester United are playing a final in the UEFA Europa League against Ajax tonight. There's not much singing in Stockholm from their fans because of, excuse me, what happened in Manchester, the city itself. There was a bombing. Over 20 people were killed and several scores others were injured, and the youngest person to die in that bombing was an 8-year-old. There was a concert, and as the people were leaving the concert after enjoying an encore from this American singer, the suicide bomber, as the reports are coming through, detonated the bomb. There were like nails in those bombs and stuff like that as they were heading for the exit.
The world is united in mourning, in feeling the pain for those who are lost in a fantastic sporting city like Manchester, famous for Manchester City, Manchester United, and so much more. What's being done? What are people in the sporting fraternity saying?
There is a great Ivorian by the name of Yaya Toure who plays for Manchester City, the blue side of Manchester. He's now, together with his agent, they said that they are going to donate £100,000 to the victims of this tragedy.
Yaya Toure is an Cote d'Ivoirian.
Former international of Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire.
And yet he's giving £100,000? He's that touched?
Because we are all part of the human race. If I were to quote Bob Robert Sobugwe, you may be Ivorian, you may be an Ivorian in Manchester, you may be a citizen of the world. Like I describe myself, wherever I lay my cap is my home. So when tragedy happens, we are human beings, it touches all of us. I just feel that when these things also happen in Africa, the same attention is given.
Let's move on and see what's going on with regard to the Springboks. The Springboks squad announced, BBK. What's interesting?
What's interesting is that you've got 8 new caps in this squad, you know, and you've got like 6 also caps that have been part of the squad. One of those will be your Franz Steyn. Franz Steyn having been the only person who's played a World Cup because he's a surviving member of winning, rather, the World Cup of the 2007
And the new
squad.
captain, that's what I'm seeing there.
And that is the man who is going to be the leader of men. He's doing a great job at Lions as the captain. And if you listen to his interviews since the squad was announced yesterday, 31-man squad that's going to camp, by the way, to prepare for that series against France that's going to kick in June. He says it's not a job that daunts him. It's not something that makes him feel scared. He quite enjoys the role of being a decision maker. And if you look at the form that the Lions are in right now, the best franchise in the Super Rugby from South Africa, you will hope that what they are doing with the Lions is going to transmit to the Springboks, given that there was a horrendous first season for Alistair Sparks. You hope that they are going to kick in and doing well, because if this doesn't go well in the series, you may find yourself, Alistair, being called a former Springbok coach.
Come on, Boka. New squad, new captain, new feeling, new energy, new excitement. Can they give us some new results, as the Rugby World Cup is not too far away? But now, let's move on to the Under-20 World Cup. That is underway right now in South Korea. This is the South African team. Our Under-20s were in action against Italy. Lost the opening game, then second match against the Italians.
Second match against the Italians, having lost the first game on Sunday against Japan, it was always going to be an uphill. The Italians are renowned world over for their best defensive skills, and they are able to keep the lines. But here, they were able to go ahead, having seen South Africa concede a penalty. But some people are saying that this may have happened outside the box, Thomas. But I will leave that for you and Sylvester to discuss it on Monday when you do Soccer Zone. But having lost the game against Japan, you want to look back at one thing. You score a goal first, and then what do? You concede, having led first half. And losing in the manner that you've done, when you have many chances to convert and take the game away and make sure that even if Japan scores a goal, they don't catch up with you, is always going to be a difficult task coming up against Italy.
Orosolini from the penalty, and then it's Favili with that header 57 minutes in. So iphelile indaba yethu.
I don't see us surviving here now because
two losses we've done.
Who's coming up? Uruguay.
Yeah,
Uruguay
have
beaten.
We've done already. Uruguay on 6 points already.
They've beaten Italy as well as Japan. They haven't lost a game. Maybe the coach will say, I want to give other players a chance. But where is our confidence compared to theirs?
Can you just confirm we cannot go through? We're done.
We are not going to go through. But Albert Einstein says, in the midst of difficulty, there's always an opportunity. What I saw in the midfield of South Africa, a boy from KwaMashu, who moved from KwaMashu to Benfica, Uthabo Cele. I am looking at his ball control. I'm looking at his confidence, how he shields the ball, his passing, general awareness around the field. I am saying there's a great future for South Africa in that boy from KwaMashu.
That the future is bright there, not so bright at the Under-20 World Cup, as it's pretty much over. We've lost the opening 2 games, and the other teams already have 3 points, so they're gone. But now, let us move on to what is going on, and this is going to excite you because we all know that achieving greatness doesn't come from just sitting still. This is why Shield, South Africa's #1 deodorant brand, has this ethos, and they've entrenched it in their new campaign, and it was launched in London last week. Shield's new partnership with Chelsea FC will give one amateur South African soccer player a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to train at Chelsea's home stadium for 1 day. We've got Gareth Marshall, Senior Brand Manager for Shield, in studio tonight, joining us to tell us a little bit more about things here. And BBK, you were also there.
Yes, sir.
Gareth, also, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Good, and you?
Let me start with you, BBK, because you were actually, invited, you were part of it. What was it like to be at Chelsea's training ground?
It shows you what happens behind the scenes. When I say behind the scenes, you see the players playing, you see the players winning and doing everything, but the facilities, it's where it all starts. From their junior teams going all the way up to the senior team, you see where the place where Roman Abramovich comes and visits them, at training. You see their Cobham training facility. You then go to the stadium itself where there is a museum, where you are taken through a stadium tour, where you see the visiting teams, the dressing room, which is adorned with so many jerseys of so many superstars who've played at Chelsea past and present. So in that respect, it was quite exciting.
Now, Gareth, why Shield partner with Chelsea? So many clubs in the world. Why this partnership?
So that's true. We discussed with a number of clubs. And when you look at it, Chelsea are considered to be one of the best clubs in the world. They really do embody what it means: hard work, commitment, and dedication to really achieve being the top of their game. Being the #1 deodorant in South Africa and also the world, we wanted to find somebody who could really give that opportunity to South Africans to go and experience what it's like to be the champions and play the champions. So why not be part of, why not partner with Chelsea?
What does it mean for South African soccer fans, this partnership, Chelsea, Shield? Yeah,
so together with Chelsea, we've developed this partnership to create an opportunity for South Africans to really compete in these knockoff tournaments in South Africa, and then the ultimate winner will get the opportunity to go there and really participate and train at these world-class facilities.
I'm already excited. How do I get involved? So, if I'm watching and I want to be with this person, either I'm not a footballer, but I'm just a fan, I know there's 2 opportunities here. Definitely. How do I do it?
So, simple. Purchase any Shield deodorant and then dial *120* Shield # and then follow the prompts. And that'll get you, and then the winners of that will get invited to these training camps around the country. And then we'll have a panel of South Africans as well as the Chelsea coaches and a legend, which we're still yet to announce, will choose who this ultimate winner is.
Now, BBK, you're a top journo. You've done it over so many years. You've seen so many campaigns. Is this going to take off? Are South Africans going to love being involved with Shield and Chelsea?
What I like about it is that Shield are targeting everyday people. And everyday people need to get lifetime opportunities. Now, in terms of the numbers, if you're going to be going to Pretoria, Durban, Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, and Cape Town, and you're going to be having 100 trialists from each, giving a total number of 500, that is 500 people, one of them is going to get this great opportunity, male or female. So it is an investment into the future, and we never know what may happen. It is 1 day, but it could be a 1 day that changes your life completely.
Gareth, I'm stretching, I'm ready. Where do the trials take place? I want to be there, if I'm a South African watching right now. So,
as BBK has just said, we'll have Joburg, Pretoria, Bloemfontein, Durban, and Cape Town.
And if I want more details on where exactly?
Shield.co.za. Otherwise, follow us on our social channels. That's the best place to find out.
There you have it. It's going to be fantastic. Make sure you are part of it. Speaking of fantastic, thank you very much, Gareth, for being with us. BBK, thank you for leaving me behind when you went all the way to London. I won't forget you. I will not forget you, but not jealous. I'm just going to leave you. Moving on to South Africa's #1. He is the sports comedian that is undefeated in 4 4.5 years of sports comedy. He is the heavyweight of humor. He is none other than the Shampunizer. Shampuninho.
Thomas, can we please rise? Double big K, can we rise?
No.
Brashil,
Once you give...
Brashil, can we stand up and give a round of applause? Let's respect the champions. This is a guard of honor for vets.
Give guard of honor.
For vets. Yeah.
Guard of honor.
Yeah, we are doing it on behalf of all teams except Chiefs. Chiefs will do it in person on Saturday. I'll have to do it. And Elena, my vets people, don't rush, Joe. Just walk slow, Joe. Walk slow, Joe. Just walk slow. Yeah, Chiefs should learn, Joe. You know, like it's rough. Suddenly, I have problems. I'm complaining. When I Thomas, you don't tell us. I have issues with you. On Mondays, you are busy selling pizza here. You're not telling us. Yeah, the barbecue and the mushrooms. Yeah, we are here hungry. BBK, don't laugh. You have conflict of interest. So you go to London and you don't call me. You and Brashil here. You go to London and you take Mkonza of all people. You leave me.
I bought you something.
Mkonza is there confusing the white people there. But Mkonza, how's the weather? What do you think of the weather in London? I'm Nandang. I'm Nandang. What is Nandang? No, Mkonza. Blazing up. People, congratulations, vets. Everyone wants to be a vets fan. All of a sudden, you're a vets guy. You can't be a vets fan if you've never owned a student card. Just leave vets alone, my guy. You've never had a student card. Leave it alone, my guy. But busy more. Others are watching La Liga. They saw Real Madrid winning and like, yeah, yo, Madrid is winning. We have vets fans. Yo, we have something in common. No, Joe, there's no errors in La Liga. Errors. The levels are not the same, Joe. There's no Barroca there, Joe. Just leave it alone.
Joaquin, what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that.
Those useless clubs in Mole, Hunalibo, Getafe, Hunalibo, what things you've never heard of. What are you trying to say?
Abanabo Oscarini.
I'm done.
Don't add unnecessary spice. Don't add unnecessary spice, Thomas. Don't add. No, Thomas. We are cooking magwinya here. You come with mayonnaise. It's unnecessary. Let's leave it as it is. Let's celebrate with vets. They have Dentlade. Dentlade won everything in the league. Everything. The only thing you couldn't win was Yevo Millionaires. Everything we win. Like he won everything and it was blazing, but they are going to play in Africa now. Africa is rough. So I will teach you, experience Sundowns. Vets, learn, ride more fast. You know, go Africa, there's like, when the game is on, there's someone selling peanuts in the pitch. You know, there's a linesman who's there just for offside. He's just there, standing like this. Like, no, you guys are offside every day. Don't worry. You guys are going to see late. In Africa, man, they don't have vuvuzelas there. They have someone who is vuvuzelaing. Like, hey, Pucho is there. We don't have much time. I was at the Cape Town City Awards and I was listening and they did like it was a good ceremony and John Committee said something that I felt I should share with the whole country. He said it took him 10 minutes to convince Eric Tinkler to join the club. Do you know how long it takes to get a girlfriend? You have to take him to 15 days, Joe. Tinkler was like 10 minutes. Thank you. Give me table mounted and everything. Anyways, in reality, I'm not going to make some noise or anything. I'm going to leave you guys with a new vet sign.
Hey, that sign, yeah. Okay, I won't go. Okay, I get it. We want you to involve yourself in the topic that we've got for you. So make sure you get onto our Twitter handle, our Facebook handle, or get onto us as well on YouTube. And you need to just tell us what your expectations are on the last matches of the ABSA Premiership. What are you expecting on the last day of the ABSA Premiership? There's so many different stories at the top, in the top 8, who's going to be in the Champions League, who's going to be in the CAF Confederations Cup. It's all happening. What are your expectations on that last day of the ABSA Premiership? That's what we got for you. After the break, we will be moving on to Carling Black Label Cup. And to take you to that break, we'll remind you that it is Africa Month.
Hello, we are the chocolates from Lindt. I am strawberry cheesecake, fresh and creamy. And I am crunchy nougat, soft, yet surprising.
Hello, my name is Vix. And I love cookies and cream. Yummy.
We are Hello.
Created by the Lindt Master Swiss chocolatiers.
When a man starts his day with new Nivea Men Cool Kick Body Lotion or Cream, he gets instant cooling and
48 hour moisture and protection.
So, when she tells you to carry a handbag in public,
What you gonna do?
play it cool. When you go for a scan, is it a boy? Is it a girl? It's both.
Strength, what you gonna do?
Play it cool with Nivea Men Cool Kick Body Lotion or Cream. Official sponsor of Real Madrid. Nivea Men. It starts with you.
Taste is not a friend. It's a confidant. It's not well tailored, but the perfect fit. Taste is not attractive. It's an attraction. It's not a myth, but a matter of fact. It's not an expense. It's an experience. Taste is not a personality contest. It's a show of character. The Singleton, made of taste.
You care for your shoes, your car, your pet. So why not take better care of your face? You need new Nivea Men Face Cream. Non-greasy, fast-absorbing, affordable. Men, this is your face cream. Official sponsor of Real Madrid. Nivea Men. It starts with you. Reduce dark marks with new Nivea Men Even Tone Cream with UV protection.
South Africa's most improved LTE network. With less than 1% of dropped calls, averaging over 180 million successful calls per day.
Gonna be some sweet songs coming down on the night shift.
With a 45% increase in LTE speeds at an average of 24.7 megabits per second.
It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be alright.
And 27 million people covered by LTE and growing.
You found another home. I know you're not
No matter where we are, we can always be together.
Jackie, hear what you're doing now.
Washa!
Hello Mzansi, sekunjani? Zonke indlela ze-Sun City.
We're getting ready to welcome you.
Washa!
Expect some never seen before collaborations, the best ever performances, hosts that are going to leave you in stitches.
Washa!
I work as a security guard, and today I'm here amongst you celebrating the music.
The Summers are back at Sun City. Watch them live on the 27th of May at 8 p.m. only on SABC 1. Mzansi, for sure.
The first ever Carling Black Label Champion Cup match day kicked off on Saturday, the 30th of July, 2011. Who can forget it? It was a packed FNB Stadium, and that was now 6 years ago. Orlando Pirates beat Kaizer Chiefs 4-3 in a thrilling penalty shootout. And today, in studio with us, are former Orlando Pirates defender, the captain, my captain, Lucky Lechwati, and Kaizer Chiefs' midfielder, Josta J.D. Ladler, to talk about your starting lineups, the style of play, and how those influence the team's formation. Gents, Ninjan. No, I'm okay. I'm just looking forward to a good conversation with you guys, because take me back to your days, Josta. Take me back when you were in that Kaizer Chiefs midfield. What formation did you use? Did it work?
Most of the time it worked, and I'd like to tell you about that because we used to run them all over the place because we played like a 4-3-3 formation most of the time, and then we had more options going forward. And obviously they were playing a more traditional 4-4-2 formation. So I mean, it was one of those games that every time we went out there, like you knew it was going to be fireworks.
Lucky. When in your days, Ben Seven's son, and is he telling the truth?
Yeah, they used to give us a hard time. But obviously, the history and the culture of our team, 4-4-2, wire, But, the good thing about our team, we had two, I call them two donkeys. We had two donkeys in the middle. I used to call them donkeys because of they were working like donkeys. Charlie and Opa, good players, good combination. They used to give them a hard time. And and you know what, the good thing with them, they were playing only two of them, but sometimes one of the two strikers, he will drop and help them in the middle. And we had two fast wingers, as you remember, we had players like Terminator, Tosolewa, and yeah.
Marbati 4-4-2 Ipume fashion styles like that.
You know what, 4-4-2 Ipume fashion, but if you remember, we won BLC back-to-back in a 4-4-2.
So, is it old-fashioned?
No, it's not old-fashioned. When you look at it, they're coming up with latest formations. But when you look at it, it's still 4-4-2. It's only that most of the time you're opening up the wingers, taking them in, on the inside, opening up the way for the wing backs to move forward. So it's still 4-4-2 for me.
Just tell me now, when we look now at the current team, Kaizer Chiefs as it stands, players that they've got right now, what would you do? What is the formation that suits them going into this year's Carling Black Label Champion Cup?
For me, I'll mostly play like a 4-1-3-2 formation.
Mara existing already in our formation.
Yeah.
So what would you do in the ones that we have?
Like you're looking at like a 4-3-3 formation, because then you have more options going forward.
Because I am Nandanga Pambi.
No. When you look at, I think if Kaizer Chiefs, they need to win this, get a big striker that can play as a target man. And you have a Parker that can play as a number 10. You put, for me, I think Shaba would do much better if he plays as a winger. Or you can play Lebisi for me, because I haven't seen Lebisi play that much. I would like to see him play more.
So if you're voting, it's 4-3-3 for you for Kaizer Chiefs.
And I think, they give Pirates and Iran their money out there.
Lucky, what would you use to try and defeat that 4-3-3?
I think the players that we have at Orlando Pirates, I'm still going to use 4-4-2, Obviously, we have Kabuza and Ndoro as the strikers, and in the middle, Opa and Isasa, and obviously the wing Kalinge and Rakale. They remind me of Klu and Dikama Balani. And obviously the back, the back four, obviously Taboma Tlaba. I think the boy from Mazulu, Fanyeden, he impressed me. He'll be in my team, and obviously the central defenders will continue with Happy, with Mobara or Mobara and Ayanda.
If the champion coaches at home give you that 4-4-2 that you're talking about now, what would your prediction be for the score?
The prediction?
2-1
then.
2-1 No, you know what?
2-1 Chiefs.
No, you know what? We are going to win it for the 5th time.
Yeah. 4-4-2 is a
4-4-2 and he's still going to win it for the 5th time.
Just that.
2-1 Chiefs, dog. I'm telling you, we're going to beat them. As long as if I can have Lebesi playing, for me, I would love to see Lebesi getting that free role in the game, letting him enjoy the game. If I can have Shaba on as a winger and I have my big striker, then
who the big striker? Who?
I hope they get somebody. They might just hold it for somebody.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there, gentlemen. Let's leave it there. But it's 4-4-2 versus 4-3-3. You've heard it. And let us now move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the rest of the evening, keeping the conversation and votes going. Log on to carlingblack.label.co.za. Vote for free and be the champion coach. Thank you, guys.
The only way to pour the perfect beer, this professional barman would tell you, is into a glass tilted at exactly 45 degrees. Oh, bless you. Bless you, sir. Bless you again. Well, we'd say the perfect way to pour a beer is at this angle, straight into your mouth. Get a 12-pack of Heineken Premium Lager 440ml cans for $129.99 from Tops at Spar.
Buy smart. Buy Ace Instant Porridge. Start their day with the great taste of delicious creamy new Ace Instant Porridge with added milk. High in calcium for strong bones and healthy teeth. And there's new high fiber Ace Instant Porridge with added fiber to aid digestion. Also available in 6 other delicious flavors with 11 vitamins and minerals. Tasty and filling for a quick and easy breakfast. So start their day with a mother's love. Start their day with Ace Instant Porridge.
If it's on our list, make sure it's on yours.
Coca-Cola?
Oh, it's happy hour. So, you want a free Coca-Cola, but you have to drink it here.
I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a lawyer, I'm a dentist, I'm a doctor. Most of all, they think I'm an ATM machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to dedicate this award to 2 people in my life. My 2 boys at home, Damien and Storm, that gave me the time that I needed to produce all the champions and allowed me to steal most of their life from them.
97 SA champions, the 38 world champions, and 27 international champions. That is the kind of man that Nick Durant was. His son is here in the studio with me. And, you know, when we talk about your dad, Damien, the big character that he was, the gold chains, the rings, what was that? What was that all about?
So I think before we go on to that topic, I sat at the back there, I was laughing a lot with the guys from the Wits team and previous players from Orlando Pirates and Chiefs, and you hear them all talking about championships, and all the guys are fighting over championships. I'm going to hand you a proper championship material T-shirt of a man that produced over 160 champions in this country. So that's for you.
Thank you.
So
thank you very much. I'm very honored. Durant's boxing and fitness, that's going to really be a prized item of mine, because what Nick Durant did for South African boxing is second to none. Even in world boxing terms, he's second to none.
100%. You asked me about the gold chains and all the jewelry and the durag and all of that. You see, when my dad was a lot younger, he stepped into the game at about the age of 23. So he went over to the States. He started working with a lot of top trainers in the States, and I think he got a lot of influence from the States market all the jewelry, the durags, that kind of image. And I think my dad at that stage brought that image back to South Africa and portrayed that image. And that was the long hair, that was Nick Durant. When you said the man with the long hair in boxing, everyone go, Nick Durant, or the gold chains.
How was it growing up with a man who was famous for being a disciplinarian, didn't take any nonsense from the boxers? If you weren't up to scratch in the gym, you were out. That was his philosophy.
That was his philosophy in the gym. Completely outside the gym, he was a father. So, disciplinarian, yes and no. Me and him had a different relationship. He was my father, but he was my best friend. So there was times we were best friends, and then there was times where he needed to be a father. So he wasn't harsh on discipline with me, but there was always that discipline factor. But he always had that. He managed to separate business, pleasure, and family life separately.
Also notorious, famous for the tough negotiation. Not just for his own pocket, though, but for his boxers.
100%. You know, a professional boxer's career is very short-lived. Most guys have a 15, 16-year span in a professional. So you've got 15, 16 years of making money, in theory. So I think my dad always pushed for the best deal because he knew a boxing career is short-lived. So he always tried his utmost best to do it for his fighters because he knew they had a short-term career. And he always said to the guys, boxing is one chapter of your life. It's not your entire life. So what you need to do is take the money you make in the sport and invest it into another chapter in your life after boxing.
Now, the list of boxers that were under Nick Durant came out of the gym, promoted by him, made into world champions. Sugar Boy Malinga, Hawk Makapula, Philip the Time Bomb Ndo, Cassius Baloy, Zolani Ntete, Silence Mabuza, Muruti, Mtalani. The list is endless.
Yes.
Did he have a favorite? Did he have a softie that he was like, of all of them?
He had a special bond with all of the fighters along the way. I think with Sugar Boy Malinga, it was more the fact that my dad was about 26, Sugar Boy was 42. So he looked up to Sugar. Sugar was older than my dad, but Sugar respected my dad and always listened to what he advised. So I think he appreciated that space, and they always had a softness towards each other. I mean, we were down in Durban about 2 years ago. Maruti was fighting. Sugar Boy walked into the change room, and they were hugging and talking stories, and they got on tremendously. It was nice to see a re-embrace. Then Philip Ndo had a special part in my dad's life.
The time bomb.
The time bomb. There was many memories for him, for my dad. That was his power puncher. It was his man. Philip was a good-looking fighter. He could fight, he could punch, he could box. He had all the characters. He was a good-looking fighter. He had a lot of assets to him, and he had a good heart. So I think that's where my dad had a good connection with Philip. Silence, my dad had a good relationship with on his maturity and the experience and the educated side of Silence. So my dad appreciated that factor. With Maruti, my dad had a very soft heart for Maruti. Maruti, my dad always said, was his little baby. So Philip was my dad's little brother, but Maruti was my dad's little baby.
Must have been tough growing up in a household where he's got 40 top quality boxers, trying to give them all the attention in the world, and then he's got his two boys.
So, as you've heard my dad in many interviews, he turned around and he said, you know, I need to take my 29 years that I spent in boxing, and my boys allowed me to do what I did in boxing, and I need to put time and effort into them. So it was, the nice factor is that I was able to incorporate myself in the boxing. So yes, he didn't spend direct time with me, but we always spent time together. Whether it was overseas, we were traveling, inside the ring, we were always together. We were a team, so it was still quality time.
Then he quits boxing in May 2016, and that's really when you start really kicking off.
Yes.
So you cross the street from each other.
So I think I just picked up where he left off, and like a lot of people ask me, what is your goal in boxing?
But why did he quit?
He retired from the game. I think my dad had 29 years of unbelievable moments and memories in the sport, and he had reached a point where he had produced enough champions for him to go down as a great. So it came down to the fact that, does he see any more longevity at that point in the sport? Not really. Is he going to make more champions? Yes, he could, but it's going to take longer. So he thought, let me leave it at a peak. He obviously saw me coming through, reaching the age of, at that stage, 25, and he thought, you know what, I've reached a point where I've done it. I picked up the sport from around that age. Let me pass the baton on to my son.
Damian Durant, he also left you with a mission, though.
Yes. So when he decided to retire in May last year, I took it badly. It wasn't easy for me. It was a big part of my life. It was something we did together. And I felt that with that, I was losing the love of the game because of the love for my father. So I sat down one night and we were discussing. It took about a week or 2 weeks. And he said to me, my boy, what do you want to do? Do you want to go and continue boxing? Do you just want to run the gym? You want to train normal public and teach them how to box and just continue with that? What do you want to do? So I said, Pops, you know what the problem is? I don't want everyone to turn around and say, he was just Nick's son. So he said to me, no, you're wrong. You've got the winning recipe. I've seen it in you. All I want you to do is go out there and make one world champion, just to prove that the Durants have always had the winning recipe. And for me, when people ask me, what do you want to do in boxing? I want to produce champions. It's what my dad taught me to do. But I'm not going to go and produce my own champions. I'm going to go and extend his champions. I'm going to go make the 98th South African champion, 99th South African champion, the next 39 world champion, and so forth. I'm not making my own record. Don't mistake in that. I'm extending my dad's record.
Damian Durant, I think South Africans have enjoyed getting the insights behind the scenes into the family life, who Nick Durant was, and also the legacy that you will now continue in South African boxing. It's always good to know that the Durants will still be in boxing.
100%.
Thank you very much, Damian Durant, son of the great boxing promoter Nick Durant, joining us here on Sport at 10 after the break. This is what's coming up. The champs are here. The champs are, hey, they're touching the trophy. Hey, Suran Lapo, the trophy's only been given to you on Saturday. Take the hands off the trophy, please. Join us after this as we reprimand them for coming too close too soon.
Your next move could be your biggest. You could win the chance to train at Chelsea or meet the team.
Having an Absa account is like having a Gorilla Gram deliver you the biggest gift. Having an Absa account and signing up for Absa Rewards is like having a Gorilla Gram deliver you the biggest gift. And finally, pay becomes fiance. Life's so much better with the new Absa Rewards. Swipe your card and earn with the only banking reward program that pays out cash. Get cash back and prosper with Absa.
Bad odor is caused by germs that form in your underarms. So we created New Shield Germ Defense. 10 times more protection against germs that cause bad odor. Shield, it won't let you down.
Tabang and Tabiso are identical. Well, almost. Tabang suffers from heartburn, Tabiso indigestion. Both of them can use Gaviscon Plus. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 2 times longer than antacids. For due relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Plus.
Guess which rice these 4 foodies choose over all the others?
Speckle.
Speckle, of course.
There's only one rice for me. Speckle.
Compared to the rice I grew up with, it offers all that and so much more.
Speckle's the rice from my generation.
You use so little and you get so much.
1 cup raw makes 4 cups cooked rice.
Good value for money. You can trust Speckle for excellent results.
Premium quality means consistently great results.
For me, Speckle's the best quality rice.
The choice is obvious, Speckle.
Why would I use any other rice?
For 100 years, Gasisterians have trusted Grandpa to relieve pain fast after a hard day's work because it's ready to work in 10 seconds to relieve backache, headache, toothache, and muscle ache. Gasisterians are the heroes of their communities and they have trusted Grandpa for 100 years. Grandpa, then, now, always.
captain. The header one! He finally gets it right. He's tried time and time and time and time and time again. Nothing goes. Nothing can. Pagate! Dan Clay! Confirming the 3 points for SuperSport United. Dan Clay.
You're seeing the historical stuff of Dane Clayton. You're seeing the modern stuff with the captain of Bidvest Wits in Thulani Hlatshwayo. And you're also seeing the ABSA Premiership Trophy here in the studio. It's a trophy they will receive officially on Saturday in the final game of the season. Gentlemen, champions, welcome to SPORTAT10. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good,
Tulane, Wits is the oldest club in South Africa. 1921 it was born. And you're the first captain in all those years to take the team to a league title. How does it feel?
It feels good. As soon as they told me about the history of the club and telling me that I was the first captain to win the league, I was obviously I'm in the books now, history books of it, so I am happy.
When you started the season, and tell us the truth, did you believe? Did you think this was that season? You come third twice, then you come second last season, and then did you think this was going to be that next step?
Yes, I did feel it as a pillar personal because last season we came close. Fortunately, we had injuries towards the end of the season. And the season, when it started, like I felt like we have enough endurance to push till the last day.
Endurance pen. Also a bit of luck, eh? You need luck along the road?
Yeah, you work hard for your luck, And as a team, we always start the preseason in Cape Town and wake up early at 5, So towards the end of the season, guys like Dane, the experienced guys, did say that... So you remember the days that we woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning? These are the days we woke up for, so it paid off.
Dane, were you that guy saying to the Tulanis, this is how it's done? I have 5 already, let me show you the way.
Yeah, I think it was important Free State Stars after the game, We went in the change room, everybody was disappointed.
You'd lost 3-1 to Free State Stars.
Yeah, and I reminded everybody, I even told the coach, remember the first time I won a league title with Gavin Hunt. It happened, we lost the last game of the season. Nobody wants to lose the last game, but we ended up winning the title. So luckily it was the third last game that we lost, and all was not lost. We were still on top. Obviously the result from Sundowns came through, we're still top.
I just want to take you down memory lane very quickly. Let's look at this picture. This was a couple of seasons back, and that was you guys doing the guard of honor, clapping hands as Amakosi walked down the middle. It's got to be something you look forward to on Saturday.
Yeah, I said last season we did it to Sundowns. When I came in, I was mad. Asked Tyson, I was really, really mad after the game. I had to go at everybody in the change room because we threw it away against Black Aces the game before that. We conceded last minute. We scored last minute, we conceded last minute, and all of a sudden we had to do a guard of honor. And I saw in the change room and I said, guys, listen, there's no way I'm doing this next season. Somebody else got to do it for us.
Is that, though? Is it like something that you feel inside? When you're that team, the champions are there, and then, do you feel, it's long?
Yeah, we do, because, like, you saw the picture, like, it shows a lot of respect. And, like Dane said, just to hear on what he said, like, he did say, because even the coach didn't want to do it, but we had to respect and show the teams that we are a different team. So hopefully on the 27th, Kaizer Chiefs will do it for us.
We'll see. We'll be tuning in for that. I just want to talk about the coach, because you keep mentioning the coach. This has been a spectacular time in Bidvest Wits' history. His arrival has brought really top quality, top 8 positions. And yet, Dane is able to just argue with the guy. You guys fight? Is that true? Can you confirm that? Because I've heard rumors with Ziyatkaban.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Wena?
Not yet.
You're not there yet. So why have you earned the right to be able to say, hi, coach?
It's just about, the coach knows me and I know him. He loves confrontation. He loves and Tyson is a guy that's not gonna confront the coach.
He kicks everyone inside. He loves confrontation. What do you mean?
On the field he's a different guy. Off the field, off the field he's quiet there and in the change room, and he only encourages. Myself and Munib, we do all the dirty work. We're the ones that's gonna have a go at the coach. When the coach says A, we say B. Like there was a game, Barocca, we were 2-0 down we were leading 2-0 at halftime. And the coach wanted to change the formation. And I went to the coach and I said, you can't change the formation. There's no way.
Who are
You're
you?
doing well. And then Tyson went to the coach and said, "Coach, you can't change the formation." And then the coach had to go with us. He says, "You sulking and you sulking and everybody's sulking. Okay, leave the formation as is." And we won 5-0.
That is fascinating. So it is not just from the top being told, Captain, tell the guys, this is the situation.
Yeah.
This was a family effort.
Sure. We are a united family. We stick together. We lose together. We win together. So we know that even if we had a bad face-off, we know the guys who are going to shout inside the changing room. We know the guys who will be, when the coach is shouting, they will shout also. Not because they're not happy with everything, but they keep on motivating us. Me, I'll only talk when we go out on the field and talk to the guys.
So I'm going to ask you this. So there's awards coming up. Everything, we all know the awards are coming up. If you were to be voting for Coach of the Season, in my mind, I got two nominees straight away. Tinkler, Hunt. What would you be voting?
Can I vote for my coach?
If you really believe that he was the guy. Was he that important to you guys going to this title?
A lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What did he bring?
He brought a lot of character, including myself personally. For me, he was a beast in me, because coming from Ajax Cape Town, like I spent at Ajax for 5 years, but I only scored 2 goals. And I came to Wits, and I was the second top goal scorer last season to Dane. So, and he brought us something I never thought I had as a player, as a captain, you know. And when he first gave me the arm belt, he said, "I believe in you, and I know that there will be a lot of success with you being a captain." 32
years of age, Dane. 6 ABSA Premiership titles to your name. Are you just going to hang up the boots now? There's still 6 goals this season.
Yeah, I think I've still got a few seasons in me. I think I still want to go. Still got the desire, still got the passion. And hopefully, you know, there's more to come in terms of winning.
Shampunaiza was just saying to me that Swallows, I think, want to sign you. They think you can bring them the league.
If Swallows was in the league, maybe, yeah. But they're not.
What's next, guys? You've got this. What can this team go on to achieve?
Listen, I think for my side, you know, it's a club that's been growing. And we can't get ahead of ourselves. We've won the league now, you know, obviously. Next season is going to be difficult. We have to kind of dominate. You have to dominate South African football. You know, you can't just go run around and say, now you want to go win CAF and you want to win. We're going to give it a go, obviously. We're going to do our best. We're going to give it a real best next season. But you have to, the club is young. First league title, Sundowns has got 7 league titles. You know, they can go and run around in Africa and do well over there. You know, a club like Wits, strategically, have to plan strategically. You know, the club was relegated 12 years ago. You know, and all of a sudden now, 12 years later, the club is winning a league title. We can't get too ahead of ourselves.
Gentlemen, I hear it. The plan is to dominate South African football. Will Bidvest be able to do it with the kind of quality they have now? It is absolutely not impossible. Don't touch the trophy. You cannot touch the trophy until after it's awarded and you've walked through, if it happens, the Guard of Honor on Saturday. Tulani Tlajayo, the first captain to bring the trophy to Bidvest Wits, as well as Dane Clayton. Well, he's seen it many times. I think somewhere on there's an autograph. He signed it and done something to it. Thank you very much, gentlemen. After the break, it's Dr. Dumi coming into the studio. That voice, the awards, the quiz, though. Will the angels be singing for you, or will you see the gates of hell opening as you don't answer a single question? Join us after this.
This is the reason you have been born. This is our night, because tonight is match night! Salsicha, vamos.
When you have to bring it, bring much, much more. Cadbury Lunch Bar.
Come to think of it, make it an Amstel.
I'm gonna get what I want, and I've got a reason. I'm gonna get what I want, and I've got a reason. I'm gonna get what I want, and I've got a reason.
Zonke choices, slow brewed, extra matured. Make it an Amstel and stand a chance to win a trip for two to Amsterdam, the home of Amstel. To enter, buy an Amstel, get your unique code under the lid, dial *120 *132# and it could be you jetting off to Amsterdam.
Is your cold causing sinus pressure? Help your head by helping your nose. Atrovin menthol unblocks your nose in minutes and provides a soothing sensation. The decongestant reduces swelling and opens up sinuses, so you can set them free. And enjoy breathing again. Atrovin. Experience better breathing this cold and flu season.
Bad odor is caused by germs that form in your underarms. So we created New Shield Germ Defense. 10 times more protection against germs that cause bad odor. Shield, it won't let you down.
Do your gums hurt? Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile?
Oh, all that in one toothpaste?
Yes, Colgate Herbal is enriched with natural extracts. It combines Colgate Fluoride technology and nature's best herbs to give you strong teeth and healthy gums.
Ah, Colgate Herbal.
Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums.
Colgate, #1 brand recommended by dentists.
Washa!
Hello, Mzansi. Sekunjani?
Zonke indlela ze-Sun City.
We're getting ready to welcome you.
Washa!
Expect some never seen before collaborations, the best ever performances, hosts that are going to leave you in stitches.
Washa!
I work as a security guard, and today I'm here amongst you celebrating the music.
The Summers are back at Sun City. Watch them live on the 27th of May at 8 p.m. only on SABC 1. Mzansi, for sure.
Shorty lighter, just so I could just go, you know, I was feeling that inside. Dr. Dumi, welcome to SPORTAT10. How are you?
Thank you for having me. It's been a long time. I've been longing to come here.
No, well, we've got you.
I made it.
You're here.
I made
it. It's bigger than every other award that you've been able to get. You're on SPORTAT10, but you haven't got the cupcakes yet. I want to know, though.
Yeah.
You studied, like you, or doctor, like official doctor.
Yeah.
Like 7 years, all of that.
Yeah.
You did that.
I did that. Completed a couple of years ago. Worked in the public sector and then went into private. So I've been practicing for 10 years.
And then what happens? You are a doctor. You're there. You're putting things on people's hearts. You're checking. Here, take this. And then what happens to become a musician?
I think the musician has always been there. It's just that it was just about the right time to do it. And I was at a point where I had education and I was stable enough to do it, because initially there was a fear that, do you do music and do you really make it? What if you don't make it? But yeah, now I can really do it for the right reason. I don't do it for money. I do it really for the love and the passion, and really to serve people through music.
But you're dominating. I mean, you are absolutely, your music is taking over. The SABC Crown Gospel Awards, 6 awards there. Metro FM 2017 Best Gospel Album, nominated for the Summers this year. You're taking over. You're the guy. You're there. Your voice is the most angelic. What is that thing that you have, that thing?
I think being authentic is key. Like, if you're going to do anything, be yourself. Don't try to become anybody else, because you can't beat them at being them. So I do me the way I think I am, and I never compromise or try and be anybody else. And I think that really appeals to people, because then they get you and they can't compare you to anybody else. So you are irreplaceable in a way.
If somebody wants to walk your journey, where did it start? Take me to home.
Grew up in Seshego. Both my parents pastors, my mom a retired teacher as well. So I grew up in church and got born again later in life, but I started singing from a very young age. Like, church was a nice platform for me, and yeah, that's why it started.
What's big on the horizon for Dr. Dumi and his fans? Because I'm hearing little rumors.
It's going to be big, and I'm going to do things that generally people are afraid to do, especially within the gospel industry, because I think it's about time we stretch it one beyond the borders of South Africa and start having the music reach the USA and the UK just as much as we celebrate their music. Somebody must buy our music.
So you're going over, you're taking Dr. Dumi overseas.
We must. It's time. I think it's time to do that. But I have a couple of announcements that we need to make in about a week or so. Next week, Friday, actually. Well, it's big.
It's big.
It's big. And also releasing a single, which I did with a whole lot of really South African great gospel artists, from the legendary Pastor Benjamin Dube, Lebo, Ntokozo, Nubeko, and a couple of others, yeah.
This is the SPORTAT10 cup.
Okay, cool.
You can't have it. It's priceless. But the cakes you can. Did you play any sport?
Funny enough, when I was in primary school, I had provincial colors for soccer.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you will tell me, because we talk about your name, and yours is not a fake name. I saw, those names, that's a baller. Your doctor is from 7 years of study. Who's this?
Show me another picture.
We're giving you another picture.
Prof Ngubani.
There, it took you a long time, Professor Ngubani. So we went with those names. I get those ones that give you, doctor, professor,
Okay.
Let's move on to the next one. He's given me Pro Ngubani, the Amazulu and Bushbucks former player. Can you tell me why but not who he is, why he's similar to you?
Why he's similar to me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doctor. That's Dr. Jomo Sono, 2 honorary doctorates from University of London and the University of Dubai.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow, awesome.
Last thing. Tell me now here. There's something about him that also ties into what you are.
Doctor as well.
How is he a doctor?
Named after a doctor.
That's Siyabonga Sangweni is Dr. Siyabonga Sangweni, official in his ID book. You got it right. We're giving you 2 out of 3 there. If the shampooizer comes in, Shampoonino, I'm going to see you next week. If I'm going to buy tickets, I can see you in Pretoria.
Yeah, State Theatre, 3 June. Me, Joey Rasdin, Trevor Gumbi, Dumi Solindi, Tips and Friends Comedy Nights. But that's all. You can buy tickets. But Dr. Dumo, here we go.
Thank you, man.
I wanted you to sing to Dr. Dumo, but yeah, no, I recommend Lord, we give you all the
He knows some of the songs that people don't really know. It's crazy.
No. He's a fan.
Get special.
Yeah, man.
I'm good. Unlike some teams I know who are not on the top 8.
We're going to have to leave it there. Dr. Dumi, thank you for being with us.
Thank you so
talk
much.
the
Thank
cupcakes home. We're going to leave you with the words that have now become famous. Remember, we're doing it gospel style. If you're not watching SPORTAT10, what have you done?